Doing it, baby. Why? I don't know. But we're back with another episode of Rated G. Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. Once again, I'm your host, Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner, Misinformation, Brian Licata. Brian, I noticed a little pineapple on that cup of yours, man. You and your lady out there swinging?
Yep, we're swingers.
Yeah, you're sending out the message right there.
Yep. Everyone know we're swingers. We live in San Francisco. If anybody wants to come through and see us, we'll be here, just hoeing it around. And she's gonna be really mad if she watches the beginning of this episode.
Which is probably the only part she watches.
She didn't want anybody to know. That's why she didn't want anybody to know. It's not true.
How could you be a swinger and don't want anyone to know? At least two other people got to know.
It's secret swinging. And no, only one other person has to know, and then it's called cheating.
There you go. It's all perspective.
It's just how you look at shit.
Baby, I didn't cheat on you. I was swinging. We're back, man. How you feeling, dude? You're looking good.
I'm good, man. I got something I want to show you, and I think you're gonna be pretty excited about it. You ready?
Really? Oh, dude. Oh shit, dog. Where did you cop that, yo?
Epic Records, baby.
Where did you cop that, yo?
It's a Smokin side, and then the Logic side is
the Logic side, yeah. Yo, dude, where did you find that?
Bro, I bought it online, man. It was like $70, but I was like, I gotta have it. You know, if I'm I'm doing this shit and we're doing it. So the only little issue with it is this piece is cut right there.
That's always cut. Yeah, that was cut for some reason. I don't know why.
Really?
I think that person probably got it for free. Maybe that was the free ones, I think, that we gave out for promotion. Had the little cut in the corner. But yeah, mine got the cut in the corner too. Yo, that is crazy, dog. That is crazy.
I've listened to it once all the way through.
Really? What you think?
It's sick, bro. The beginning is so awesome. The first 3 minutes when you guys are just going, dude. Just going. I was like, this is the craziest sound I've ever heard. You know?
I'm not gonna lie, you just made my day.
Yeah,
I can't believe you paid $70 for that. You know, I'm not getting nothing from that, man. They just robbed me left and right online, yo. I don't make no money on that line.
Well, you made money off of the first one.
There's money out there for me. I just got to get a lawyer to fucking go out there and find it, and I'm just too lazy. You know, I really sit there and I go, how much money could possibly be out there for me that I have to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's money out there.
Yeah, you know? I got it on this website called Suckaz.
I should hit him up and be like, "Where's my cut, dog?" $70 fucking bucks from the album. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I appreciate that, dog. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Here it is. Yeah. Yeah. So lowest 29, 52, and then 90.
Wow, man. Who the fuck would pay that much money for my? Well, you paid 70.
Well, it was like 50 plus the shipping, you know.
Yeah, plus the shipping.
But it's like, dude, you know, a vinyl in the store is like $25 right now.
Really?
Some average vinyl, yeah.
That's insane.
$25 is what they charge. You know.
Well, if anybody out there wants to find my album, man, he did it.
This guy
found it.
Yep.
That's crazy, dude. You just made my day.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I have the player, you know, I just got it. I'm like, you know, I gotta listen to this shit on vinyl, bro.
That's fucking amazing, dude. I can't lie. And we only made so many copies of vinyl too. We only made a couple. It was part of our deal. We made sure they made vinyl because at the time they weren't doing vinyl no more.
It was tapes.
Yeah. No, it was all CDs.
They had CDs in '93.
Yeah, that's when they first started coming out. So at that time, they were stopping doing the vinyl. And we made sure that they printed up a bunch of copies for us. We wanted stuff for the DJs, which I don't know why, because our stuff really wasn't club friendly. Although in Germany, it plays in the clubs all the time.
Still?
Did somebody hit me up from Germany and said yes? How true that is, I don't know, but they hit me up out of nowhere to tell me that my shit's still out there cranking. So
wow, 1982 CDs were first released.
Yeah, see that?
I didn't know that. I thought you were an 8-track kind of guy. You had those too, right? When you were a kid?
I had the ending of that. I owned 2 8-tracks my whole life. One was John Lennon Imagine, and the other one was what album was it? Another Beatle album, the one with Hey Jude on it. I can't remember.
But I had tapes as a kid, cassette tapes, and obviously VHS.
Oh yeah, I got mad cassettes. I can't get rid of them. I don't know why. I got like stacks of cassettes. I just can't get rid of. Half of them are just beats and shit like that.
Are there any Spank beats? Spank beats?
Of course.
Oh, dude, that's great. We gotta get those. Some recordings.
I got mad stuff. Spank, Peter George, man. They used to send me like just back and front cassettes of beats all day long.
And you still have those tapes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, dude. We got to digitize those, bro. We got to put those. We got to put those out there into the ether.
Yeah, them dudes were amazing producers, man.
Yeah,
amazing producers. I happen to know so many good fucking artists that just never made it. You know, it happens, man. But whatever. Big up to SSL and big up to you, man. Everyone's doing all right, man. You know, everyone's doing fine, man. Big up to you for picking that up, man. You just made my day that you went and found that album, man. And tell me it wasn't fucking well put together as far as just that's the whatchamacallit. That's the free one you got, because the one that they had in the stores, it opened up.
Oh.
Because that makes one picture. When you open up the front and the back of the cover, it makes one picture. It connects in the middle. If you look up right now, if you look
Smokin'
up
Suckers.
Yeah, put up Smokin' Suckers with Logic Playing Fools, and you'll see the whole picture of it. It'll pop up the way it used to open up. And that's all one picture. Very interesting picture, too. For that dude to do that picture, he called us all in, and there was 6 of us, too. He called us all in and asked us all, like, what we wanted on the album cover. And then he incorporated everything that everybody wanted and put that on the album cover. So when you
I think this one's
right there. Yeah, that's how it opens up. Yeah. It opens up into one whole picture. I got the picture, actually. I broke the glass when I moved. Otherwise, it would be hanging on my wall. It will be in the studio, though. When I hook up the studio, I'm gonna have that picture up for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it enlarged.
But you notice, dude, even like when you pull the thing out, it's got all the lyrics. It's got all the shit, man. It was well put together, man. You know, the CD had like a little booklet. Yeah, man.
It's a little bit different. So mine doesn't have the part at the top. There's red lettering at the top.
No, that's not part of it. They put that just on the cassette. Yeah.
Oh, this is the cassette. Oh, this is the cassette tape right here. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay.
That's the cassette.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's like, the pyramids on there. There's some like weird shit in here, dog.
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Like this, like the face with the body is the face, and then the guy's got the face.
Yeah.
Is this you?
That was nah, that really wasn't me, because at the time I had dreads.
And you were a little chunky.
That was a little future me, I guess.
What's A3?
A3, that's the dude who did the art. That's my dog, yo. He's still doing great art now too, man. Wow. But what's crazy is like all that stuff, like the lions. Peter George wanted lions on there. I think Mr. Watts wanted pyramids. The heat shit is from Spank. The guys in the middle are like crosses. They're like human crosses.
Yeah.
With the faces in the middle.
We got this guy too.
Yeah, that was the wisdom shit. I wanted something with wisdom in there. And the dude A3, he's the one reading the book. He put himself on the album cover.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
He looks like an elf.
I'm bad. Chris, I think his name is Chris Cortez. Chris Cortez, if I'm correct, is the one who did it. Great artist. He's still out there rocking it, man. Big up to him too as well. And another interesting thing, the picture with the dude shooting the dude in the face, blowing that dude away in the face. Some dude went and tattooed that on his stomach. Across his whole stomach.
This?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, yo.
It goes across his whole stomach. Some dude, I don't even know him. So that's crazy. But yo, big up to you, man. That's pretty excited. Yeah. Right? We didn't hold nothing back, man. You pull it out, it's got all the lyrics there. You can read along. You know what the fuck I was saying. Don't have to guess.
I know, it's so funny seeing you on here. It's like G Garcia. It's just like it's bizarre,
Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's Yeah, it's weird, bro. For real.
Yeah, man, that shit was real cool for a minute. You know, it all fades quickly. You know, but you got a great copy though, man. That shit looks mint condition.
Well, see, I also I bought one that was in better condition. That's also why it cost a little bit
Oh,
more money. You know, there were cheaper copies out there. But
that
if I
were a
was
little
gonna get it,
fucked up.
I wanted to get one that I knew would play. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope, man. I appreciate that, man. Look at you. I mean, like I said, I don't get nothing from it, but I appreciate that you went out and got it. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well,
You know, big up to you, man. Hey, Michelle. Hi, guys. I'm trying to watch while doing inventory, but it keeps spinning. The old fucking love you, Michelle. The old loading, man. Loading, buffering. Buffering. Who came up with that word? Buffering. Why do they call it that?
Bruce Buffer.
I don't think you're telling me the truth.
That's how the Buffer family first came into fruition before they started calling the fights. They, it was a tech company. Let me see if I can find something about it.
You're not gonna find nothing about it. You're bullshitting the fuck out of me, dude. And I'm not gonna buy into it, man. I'm not gonna buy into it. But you haven't mentioned nothing about my new Met hat, man.
I mentioned something before it.
The Father's Day hat, dog. I ain't playing.
Oh, it's the Father's Day hat.
I couldn't get the Mother's Day without getting the Father's Day, dog. You know, and I'm loving it. Look at that, the little baby blue popping off the top, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Can we talk about the three archetypes of Met fans?
Sure. What is that?
The first one is me, white, okay. Most likely Italian, right? The second is you, 100% Puerto Rican, right? And then the third is 100% New York Jew, right?
I'm about to say, yeah, the Jews are very big into the
Mets. This is us. Man. This is the reason we all get along. This is what we have in common. We have in common
the Mets. Really, that's the area of why we all get along.
Go to Chase. Well, not Shay. Go to City, and then you'll see it's Italian.
Oh yeah, no, you're not
Puerto
wrong.
Ricans,
Italians,
and
Puerto
Jews.
Ricans, and Jews, and Mexicans and shit like that. Spanish, basically, a lot of Spanish people like the Mets. You know, because half the team. I mean, I don't even know. I started watching them again. I don't even know hardly any of the players on that bitch anymore.
They're good, bro. I mean, the Mets. The Mets. You know,
I started watching them. I started watching them again. I finally had a couple. I'm in fucking Philly. I mean, in Jersey, they only show the Philly games, so I only get to watch them when they play Philly.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, because I'm not paying extra for the fucking. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. People paying extra to see their fucking teams play. That shit used to be free. It used to come on free on the television. Insane.
I know, right?
Insane that I just said television. When was the last time you heard that word?
The Mets are actually five games back right now. What the fuck?
Does anybody even use that word anymore? Television?
Not under the age of 45.
Wow. I mean, I don't use it. I just happen to say it. You ever use a word and be like, why the fuck did I just use that word? I don't ever use that word.
Yeah.
That was me just now. I said television. What the fuck? What is this? 1980? You know what I'm saying? Like, who says tele? It's like saying Dungarees.
Oh, yes. It's a very antiquated word, Dungarees.
When I was growing up, that's what we got, Dungarees. When did that leave and why? There's a better question. Why? What's wrong with the word Dungarees?
Well, they had more brands come out with jeans. Back then, it was Dungarees or Levi's, right? Those are the two jeans.
No, Dungarees wasn't a brand. Dungarees was just what we call jeans.
It's a brand, dog, definitely.
Really? I'd never heard of a brand called I never owned a brand called Dungarees ever. I think that's just what we call jeans.
Dungarees.
What are you talking about? That's Carhartt.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess you're right. I thought that was the name of a brand.
No, man. It's just what we call jeans. Now we call them jeans. Back in the day, they were Dungarees. They went from Dungarees to blue jeans to jeans.
Interesting.
You know, you're gonna tell me about. I love how you.
I thought it was a brand, dude. I always assumed.
You weren't even alive. You weren't even alive.
I thought it was a brand like Kleenex or Q-Tip.
Q-Tip is a rapper.
Like a plastic rapper or a foil rapper?
No, like an MC. Q-Tip from fucking Tribe Called Quest. You fucking
Don't use that language.
Kim
Aunt Kim
Jason.
Smith. Aunt Kim
Love
Smith. Hi, Aunt Kim
Dungarees.
Smith.
No, it was that. Wait, go back to what she said. It was love dungarees. No, it was what we call jeans. Yes, thank you. It's what we call jeans, dungarees. Thank you. Thank you for having my back over there.
I stand corrected. I am, after all, an idiot.
You sit corrected, and you are right. You're 100% right. I'm not going to argue on the whole idiot thing. You might be onto something there. You know you better than I know you. You know? Yes, thank you. See, they're all getting on you, dude. You know?
Whatever.
Now we got our own checkers now, our fact checkers. And they're getting on you.
Speaking of facts, I believe we have an interesting thing that we want to talk about today. Do we not? I would like to get into it.
Let's get into it, man.
What is the word with our boy Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx. I don't think it's too good, dog. They're saying that he's better, but from what I'm understanding and from the other shit that I'm hearing from people close to him that I know, just when I'm reading and shit, because I get so much shit sent. Supposedly he's not doing better, and supposedly it was a reaction to the V that he didn't want to take and was forced to take it to do the movie. He winds up getting messed up. Supposedly he's blind and what is it? Paralyzed? He's paralyzed and blind, supposedly. And the movie went on without him. They just kept recording, dude. Using that good old technology for the scenes that he couldn't do. That's great, isn't it?
Did you see the Dr. Drew interview? And Dr. Drew interviewed that guy AJ Benza, who's like a podcaster, media type person.
No, are they talking about the Jamie Foxx thing?
Yeah, and that's actually where the only place that I've really found he was the one saying that he's paralyzed and blind, and that it was he was doing the movie, and that's when he got forced to do it. I haven't found anybody else saying that he was forced to take it, other than that guy from that Dr. Drew interview.
Well, I've definitely read a couple of articles that say he didn't want to take it, but I don't know if they're getting their information from the Dr. Drew.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's where I think that information is coming from, and I haven't found it from anywhere else. Do you know what movie he was filming?
Why do I feel like it was a new Django? I feel like they were redoing a Django or something. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Back in action.
Back in action. Yeah. Well, so
much
for that.
Movie, Back in Action in Atlanta on Monday.
It's fucked up, dude. And I think that's
this was April is when this was.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he screwed up in the game. That's one thing. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not filled with any regret when it comes to that, man. I stuck to my guns. I was like, I'm not doing it. And I'm surprised. I'm so surprised that people were mad at me. What are you talking about, Gary? You won't do it. You do drugs. Yeah. Isn't it sad that I trust a drug fucking cartel that I never met more than I trust my government? I feel like I'm more needed by them, Whereas the government doesn't seem to give a shit about it, anybody, on our level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But I have no regrets. I never went and got it. I stuck to my guns, And it wasn't like it didn't affect me, because there were moments where, I got taken off the stage a couple of times because of that shit.
So, do you remember that he also had a meltdown on the set a couple of weeks prior to this?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What kind of a meltdown?
Well, that's what, this here. Let me pull up the Dr. Drew interview.
Yeah, why don't you give us some info, man? More than just, But isn't that crazy? That's kind of like how news is now, too. Two people report it, then everyone just starts reporting what they reported.
Right.
Stormy, so great to have you back. Good afternoon to you as well. It's so great to see you. Oh, and big up to everybody who came out last night for the Not Quite Tuesday show with me and my brother Adam Gable. That shit was popping. Packed house, banging. Everybody did good. If you haven't come out, if you're in New York City or close to New York City, Monday midnight, We always do the Not Quite Tuesday show, man. Come check us out. That shit is starting to bubble. And last night was an amazing show. Everybody did well. Big up to you, Adam. Big up to everybody who came out. Big up to my host, Shannon. She's been crushing it, man. So, you know, good times, good times.
All right, so this is from another YouTube channel called Popcorn Planet, who is playing it. Shout out to this guy and his podcast, but it's hard to find just this clip, you know?
Yeah.
This ties into the Jamie Foxx theory. I worked my butt off to get a story about what happened to Jamie Foxx, because it was all baloney what they were reporting. He's playing pickleball. He's responding on Instagram. No, he's not. People do that for you. It's all lies. I had somebody in the room who let me know that Jamie had a blood clot in his brain after he got the shot. He did not want the shot, but the movie he was on, he was pressured to get it. This movie he's doing with Cameron Diaz. And I'm thinking, is that why he blew up on the set a week before this medical emergency happened? Is that why he fired 3 or 4 people because he just had it with these mandates? I don't know. But what I found out from the man in the room was that the blood clot in the brain caused him at that point to be partially paralyzed and blind. Because if you read into what they were saying early on, he's communicating with us. That doesn't mean talking. That could be anything. It could be, writing, sign.
Yeah. Blink once for yes, twice for no.
And then
Dr. Drew's like, let me remove myself from this.
Give me a break. I don't know. There's a great shroud of secrecy around Jamie Foxx. He's probably the most multi-talented person we have in Hollywood. But even TMZ is not reporting this. And I know TMZ's got sources in hospitals who give them information, whether it's legal or not. But they're not. Mike Tyson got close. A week after I broke my story on my show, Mike Tyson said that Jamie had a blood clot in his brain. No one's gone that far to say that yet. I think Mike did, and he probably got a phone call.
Hold on.
Said,
AJ, let me sort of step back a little bit from what you're saying and just say, look, blood in the brain is a cerebral bleed. It's not a stroke. A stroke is a blood clot in an artery to the brain that cuts off the blood supply to the brain, and the brain dies. So we're talking about, and it's been widely known that he had a stroke, right? I mean, they've said stroke many times. Yeah. So it's to say that
they've said stroke.
I didn't hear that, but I actually didn't start really following the whole thing until, they started implying that shit wasn't what it was.
Clot in the brain is it's a stroke. It's a blood clot in an artery.
I said something to my boy as soon as I saw this, dude. When I saw Jamie Foxx was hurt, I texted my boy and I was like, bro, I said they're trying to get Jamie, dude. Because it's Jamie Foxx, bro,
off the supply, that part of the brain is dead.
Okay.
And it has very serious consequences. It depends on which artery and what the anatomy of that artery is, to what parts of the brain, whatnot. But it is not something that, let's put it this way. Is he still in the hospital? Is that what I'm supposed to believe? Yeah. And playing pickleball? Is that?
I don't think it's all baloney. It's all baloney. The daughters are doing the speaking for him. His oldest.
Yeah. Man, big up to Jamie Foxx, dude.
I hope he's all right, bro.
I hope he's all right, and I hope he wasn't so in that he was doing any of that diddling. I don't think his name has ever come up, right?
No, bro, but I think he's
supposedly a bunch of names came out on the Epstein thing.
Yeah, didn't we?
A bunch of right after we had that episode, I went online and they were saying that they found a whole bunch of names.
Oh, dude, I also have to mention that this guy talked about Damar Hamlin. Do you remember Damar Hamlin?
Yeah.
He's all right. Let's go back to this video actually.
Yeah. Everyone. The funny thing with Damar is everyone's saying that he died. And then when they started seeing him again, he was doing all that sacrilegious shit, wearing the sacrilegious Jesus jacket and all that shit. I don't know. Where's Ye?
I mean, it's also their business, AJ. Obviously getting clear evidence in general and into hospital and playing.
He's got to get through this. Or whoever all says pray for Jamie. He's got to get through this. Nobody comes out with great news. It's always somber. So he's in a bad spot, unfortunately.
Let's try to, I always have to dismantle the medical reporting because it is so freaking inaccurate and pathetic. So let's talk about pray for Jamie. What are we praying for? What exactly do people expect if there's a stroke? That brain is gone. Now, if he wants to walk again, I think that's a thing to pray for. That he could. It depends what the distribution of this thing is.
Walk again. Yo, hold on, pause that a second. The homeboy said it's dead. His brain is dead. But if we're gonna pray for him to walk again, so what? He could just walk into walls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. You pray for a miracle. You pray for a fucking miracle. You pray that fucking. I mean, I don't know, man. It just sounds bad. Poor Jamie. You know, it sounds bad. We don't know, and we probably never will know the full fucking extent and the truth of that. You know, I guess the question just becomes, what do you think? You think he's gonna, you know, like, you know, in all honesty, I would not be surprised if we get a report within the next couple of weeks that, which I hope not, but I wouldn't be surprised that, you know where I'm going with that. I'm not going to say it, you know. What's going on in that little beady head of yours?
That's not nice.
Well, that's what happens when you ignore me. I'm talking to you. You're not here.
I'm listening.
Hey, hold on a second, man. My daughter's here. We got to pause to say, what's up, Jasmine? How are you, mama?
Jasmine, he was being mean to me. I was listening, dude. I'm just doing my producer's role of, I was trying to find some connections about Damar Hamlin and Jamie.
Connections on how? I mean,
this guy in an earlier video I saw, this guy AJ was talking about Damar Hamlin also.
Yeah. She said she heard. You think I was being mean to him, Jasmine? I wasn't being mean to you. You talking to the wrong person. Jasmine got my back. If I was being mean to you, she knows there's a reason.
Yeah. Well, you weren't being mean.
I wasn't. I was being me. I'm kind of a dick.
No.
A little bit, man.
Yeah.
A little bit. But it's all right. You know. Fucking yeah, man. I feel bad for him, man. I like Jamie Foxx, man.
The greatest.
He's an amazing fucking talent. And you know, my prayers go out to him and his family. And I hope somehow he pulls through.
Same.
You know, but it comes to the thing of like, you know, like I'll be thinking about shit like that now because I'm about to be 53 and next week, I think it is, right? The 18th is next week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God willing. It's looking good. It's looking like Michelle, be nice to Brian. Michelle, come on. You don't even like him. She was telling me the other day, she came to the show the other day. She's like, why do you still do that with Brian? It would be so much better if you did it alone or just found someone else other than Brian. That's what she was telling me. Now all of a sudden she's all, don't be mean, Brian. He's being mean. Is him thinking what he's saying is funny. Being mean is him thinking what he's saying it's funny.
Shout out to you, Jasmine.
It is funny. It is funny. I know funny. But either way, what was I just saying, man? Y'all threw me off.
Jamie Foxx, Damar Hamlin.
God bless you, man. God bless you, man.
Thank you.
You know, but I mean, like I said, it sucks. I just, I mean, listen, this is why, in reality, this is why I am not further in my career than a lot of people think I should be. Because shit like that, I would have said no. You know what I'm saying? I would have said no. I don't care. It's the good thing about being poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I've been there, I've done it. And I it's not like I enjoyed being poor, but I lived a very cool life being poor.
You can handle it.
I was a rock star even when I was poor. It's what I always say. Like, you know, I could be working at fucking Home Depot and I'd still be this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The comedy don't make me this dude. The music don't make me this dude. I'd still be this dude no matter what the hell I was doing. You know?
Yeah.
And fuck it. You know, I would have said no. I would have been like, I'm not taking it. Oh, well, then you're not gonna be able to do the movie. I guess I won't do the movie.
What if Pasternak was his handler?
What?
Harley Pasternak. Do you remember
Who's
him?
that? Oh, the
handler.
handler. The handler.
And he's also at a facility in Chicago that specializes in, stroke recovery. So how is he playing pickleball after a stroke?
What the fuck is pickleball?
Pickleball is a cross between tennis and ping pong. It is played on a small court, and it is
With
a
the
lot of
wooden
fun.
paddles?
With the wooden paddles. I actually think, dude, you'd probably be nasty at it. I feel like you're quick, right?
I mean, I know I used to be quick. I don't know if I'm still quick. It's like
Yeah.
last night. I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about I forgot what he said I couldn't do. Oh, I was hanging out with Tristan last night, and I was telling Tristan, all right, this is pickleball. Yeah, this is what he's playing.
Yeah, it's mad fun. Tristan's playing?
No.
Oh.
Tristan, we were talking yesterday, and yeah, nah, I'm sorry. I can't.
Let's see the number one. Where's the number one?
Come on, man. It's like that's like when they play what's the one with the little birdie thing?
Badminton.
That's like when he professional badminton. Come on.
Badminton's a little.
I mean, that's fun to play, I'm sure. Why are we watching it?
We aren't. People do.
No, I'm saying, like, why is anyone watching it? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's watching it. People are playing it. Nobody's watching it. That might have been televised.
They're watching them.
No. Maybe they know them. Maybe
why?
They know them.
You know, like not everything fun should be televised. You know, everything's a sport now. You got to turn it into a sport. For people who can't play tennis, all right. You can't play tennis. You can't play ping pong. So let's find something. It's like they're constantly.
You think ping pong should be televised?
I could get into a good ping pong game.
I know. I love ping pong. What about pool?
I can't lie. I could get into a good ping pong game. You know.
Yeah, I love ping pong. It's a great game.
Great game. Pickleball is not. It's probably fun to play.
Yeah.
But it's a barbecue game. That's like the other day I watched them playing fucking, what's that, cornhole? Where they toss the bags into the fucking hole.
It's a tailgating game, yeah.
No, they got it on TV, dog. Motherfuckers playing. I'm like, really? And the guy's like, he's gonna have to knock his bag over to the right and try to shut up, man. It's fucking cornhole. You play that shit when you're drunk.
It would be fun if me and you could get a gig announcing that, though.
Oh, that would be fun.
It would be, right?
That would be fun, yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun?
But that's like having professional. What's next? Professional fucking Jenga?
I think that's what me and you need to start pitching to people, is us as a pair for announcing stuff. What we should do is we should watch maybe like a baseball game or something or get one recorded, and then we'll just do commentary over it.
I think we'd be great commentators.
What should we do it for, though? What should we?
I don't know. I don't know shit about anything. That's what would make it so great.
I know, but we have to find
sports
something.
I really don't know much about. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think about what would be the best thing for us to commentate on, though.
Professional Jenga.
I think football might be funny if we do football.
He's gonna go for the low middle block. It looks a little tight. He's gonna slip it out. He's slipping it out.
Gary, what do you think about that?
He got it. Now he has to put it on the top. Let's see. His pinky is shaking a little bit.
Gary, did you notice the flexibility in his fingers? It seems like he's been training for this for a while.
Oh, such great technique. Such great technique. He comes from the back and uses his middle finger to poke it through.
Well, I actually heard that this player in particular, he's third generation Jenga player. His father immigrated from Poland, which is where Jenga originated. It's dumb game for dumb people.
Hey. I have a lot of tight Polish people in my life, man. All right, don't be dissing the Polish.
I'm part Polish.
All right, so you're allowed.
Yeah, I told you I'm an idiot, right? We talked about this at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, but not because you're Polish. Curling. Oh, there's another one, man. That's the one where they use the brooms and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's like white people just keep creating sports so that they could be good at something. So that they can still play professionally in something. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. Stop creating these corny ass fucking. What are we gonna? What's the one with the ball that's like on a rope, on a pole?
Tetherball.
Yeah, look at that professional tetherball.
Mm-hmm.
The tetherball chant. Now dodgeball should be a little more on TV, but they should make the balls heavier
And hurt more, right?
Yeah, they should use like 5-pound balls.
No one would be able to throw that, dude. Everyone would have a blown rotator
All right,
cuff.
all right. So let's make them like 2-pounders. 2-pounders.
Blown, dude, blown. It needs to be like a couple ounces, bro. But it needs to be rubber, hard rubber, like
hard rubber,
like a kickball. They just need to be smaller kickballs.
No, hard rubber, like a dog toy. You know, like you have those dog toys that they can't even squeeze it. It's like just that hard rubber.
The Kong ball, the Kong.
Yeah.
Kong dodgeball.
I mean, put a little weight to the ball. Make it interesting, dude. Come on, man. That would be dope.
That would be deadly.
More deadlier than boxing. You make them 8 ounces. You go 4 ounces. All right, 4 ounces. Now we're talking real here. Now we're creating some real shit.
That's like
4
MMA
ounces.
gloves. MMA gloves. 4 ounces.
You know, that'd be dope. Or like slingshot battles. You know, you line everybody up. They got to run to the middle and grab. I play professional mattress watching. I watch the beds until someone comes in. Oh, that's right. You sell mattress. I actually need a mattress. What's your discounts like? I'm horrible when I go shopping for beds.
You beat them up.
You know, I jump on them. You know,
really?
I make it very embarrassing for the salesperson. You know, I jump on them. I pretend I'm sleeping for a while. Then I start to have sex a little bit with one of the pillows. You know, shit like that. I jump up and down. I tell you, I be bugging out.
Yeah.
You ever see there was a video I saw on TikTok where the dude went to one of those bed places and he's looking at the mattress and he says, you know, is it sturdy? And the guy's like, yeah, it's sturdy. And the dude climbs up on top of one of the fucking drawers and jumps into the bed and destroys it. And then he's like, I thought you said it was sturdy. He said, what the hell was that? That's fucked up. You know, how are things in San Francisco right now, man? I saw this thing the other day that was pretty crazy. They were in what's you motherfucker. Twat. What
great sales. We want you to lie on them.
I'll tell you, I don't know where you're at, but if it's Sleepies, I don't fuck with Sleepies anymore. Fuck Sleepies. I don't fuck with Sleepies anymore. I bought a mattress once, so I spent $2,500 on a mattress.
Ooh. This
is back in the day when money was really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna be sleeping on it more. You know, you spend a lot of time on your mattress, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent $25 on the fucking mattress. And at the time, I was still living in Ravenswood. So at the time, I had a loft bed in my bedroom.
Okay.
That me and my brother Anthony built, sturdy like a motherfucker, and it was pretty high. You know, where I was able to like go underneath. I could have put a desk under there and shit. I could have made it into like a fucking. I could have made it into like a office. That's how it was. It was a queen size, and it was high. So I buy this mattress, and I have him deliver it. And I go out to walk my dog, and when I come back, my wife comes up to me. She goes, "Yo, the mattress came." I go, "It came?" She goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Why you got that look on your face?" She goes, "You got to look for yourself." So I go in the room, and the mattress was so thick that it only gave you enough room from the ceiling. Like it was like, it looked like that.
Were you in a basement apartment or was it like a third floor?
A first floor apartment.
How low were the ceilings?
They weren't low at all. The bed was high. The bed was high, and the bed used to be high enough where I could stand and be like this close to the ceiling. You know.
Why would you have a bed that high?
Short.
Did you have stairs to get into the bed?
I had like a ladder. We built a ladder to climb up. So it was like the top half of a bunk bed with nothing underneath. And I did that to give me more room. Oh, look at that. I snatched that shit out the sky, bitch. Yeah, I'm quick. What? I just snatched that shit out the sky and killed it. Anyway, I did it to have more room in the room. You understand what I'm saying? So that I can do something with the underneath of it. you know, which I think I had like my drums under there or something at the time. I don't even remember, but it was to give me more room.
Okay.
But the mattress was so thick and the box spring was so thick that it looked like, you know, the thing where they put the P, the princess and the P.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally, I could only sit up. There was like 3 feet between the ceiling and the bed.
Can't have that, dude.
And I'm like, yo, why did you let them leave this here? I said, obviously, you know, if I wake up quick at night, I'm going to rock my head off the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I sit up, I'm going to rock my head. So I said, yo, we can't keep this. She said, I didn't know what to do. So I call them up and I say, listen, the mattress is too thick. I'm going to have to get another mattress. You guys are going to have to come and pick this up. You know what I'm saying?
They said, nah, son.
No, they said, we'll come get it. $1,000 to take the mattress back.
It's a lot.
I said, what? They say, yeah, once we drop it off, it's $1,000 restocking fee. And I said, dude, he just dropped it off. $1,000, dude. They wanted for that shit. I was like, fuck you. I just spent $2,500 and you're not going to come pick this shit up so that I can go get another one. You just dropped it off. The plastic's still on it. The fuck out of here. Fuck sleepies. I'm on the keeping it. I had to cut. I had to, Lauren, what's up, mama? I had to cut the legs. I had to cut the legs and bring it down.
Oh, dude.
So I lost all the space underneath. You know, Michelle says, we bought sleepies and dollar mattress. Now we are mattress firm. Okay, so no more sleepies. All right. Under new management. I might give them a try. My new mattresses I got at fucking Walmart out the box.
Mm-hmm.
Firm like a motherfucker.
You like firm?
I like firm, not too firm, but
we buy the bed in the box from Amazon.
bed in the box, dog. It's an amazing thing, yo. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I was like, yeah, this is a pretty good mattress.
And here's a secret for all you friends out there. What you do is you order the Amazon mattress, and then you return it under Amazon's free return policy. And then they can't pick it up because they don't have any system in place to pick up a mattress. And then you can get refunded to your account. Free mattress for me.
Is that how you did it?
I mean, I would never do something like that, but theoretically, you could do something like that to hustle the system. You know, I don't know if it would work or not.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, if you would do that, you might have to make a lot of phone calls with Amazon because they probably do not want to do that.
I thought you were gonna say put your old mattress in the box and return it.
Well, you can't, dude. You can't you can't roll that thing up, dog. There's
Yo,
no way.
that shit almost killed me, dude. I cut the plastic and that shit popped right out, threw me halfway across my fucking room, almost broke my back, yo. Them shits are in there, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. And they're heavy like a motherfucker, too.
They are. Yeah, they are.
You know, I bought a queen. I had to bring that shit up myself. Today is 10% restocking fee, no more than 250. Yeah, but even then, restocking fee, man. What do you mean restocking fee? I wish I would have known this like 8 mattresses ago.
Well, when you got to get your next one. Now, the thing is, man, Amazon and the supplier who owns the mattress is not going to want to pay for it. But what you have to do is you have to say, listen, you have a 30-day return policy. I'm trying to return this. You won't let me return it. That's a problem. It's not my problem to figure it out. I'm trying to return it. Come get it. How do I return it?
You think they just go to Home Depot and grab a couple of dudes for $50? But that whole restocking fee, it kills me. Restocking fee. The fuck am I paying you to take it back? I don't get it.
They have to get it, right?
I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. And it's even that way if I return it myself. Like if I strap the shit onto myself and bring it back to the store, they're still going to charge me $250 to restock it. That's right. That's that bullshit like court costs.
Court fees.
Court fees and shit like that. Court fees. What the fuck? Don't you get a fucking salary? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I paying for? I don't understand the whole thing of court fees. I don't understand restocking.
Well, that brings up a great topic of taxation without representation, which I'm sure most Americans, if not us here on this podcast, feel like we are underrepresented and not represented and taxed for those reasons.
I always liked the way that sound. Never understood what it meant.
What, taxation without representation?
Yeah, I never really understood.
What it basically means is that they take money from us, the tax, and they don't do what we want them to do. They do what they want to do with the money. That's taxation without representation.
All right.
Originally, though, it was the colonies getting taxed by Britain and not having a say what goes on in their parliament. You know, that was what they had a problem with.
Yeah, I'd probably have a problem with that too.
You would.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you're an American. You know, you're an apple pie, ice cream eating, hot dog loving American.
Nah, I don't like apple pie at all.
Really?
Gross. I don't eat pie.
Are you a red? Are you a commie, Gary? Am I on this podcast with the commie? You have been dressing a little drab recently. Military fatigues, late night meetings. You've been reading that newspaper. What's that newspaper the Daily Worker? Have you been reading a lot of the Daily Worker?
The Daily Red.
The Daily Worker.
Yeah, I mean, well, listen, I mean, the left would say that I'm a fascist, which, I'm still trying to figure out what that is too. I don't know what all the ish, like communist and all that. I really don't know. I kind of know, but I don't know, and I don't care, which is why I don't know. I only know the things I care about. Michelle says, if you need to exchange, we'll give you 4 months trial period. They take it and clean it, then resell it in clearance up to $250. Depends on price of mattress. It's less if you originally paid less. See, I don't like that. I don't want a bed that motherfuckers was banging on for 4 months.
Well, don't buy a used mattress then, G.
Oh, those are the worst, dude.
Yeah.
The used mattress shit is the worst. Refurbished mattresses and shit like that, man. In New York, that shit was huge at one point. You see those vans driving around with like 12 fucked up mattresses on top of it, teetering down the block. Ugh. It's horrible. That's people were going home finding bed bugs in them shits, man.
You ever had bed bugs?
No. I never had bed bugs.
I had them once. They were bad.
Really?
Real bad.
Well, I never heard them to be good.
No.
Yeah, I really don't. I've never experienced that, thank God. I don't even think I've ever had lice, but I could be wrong. If I did, it was probably like first grade, second grade, because usually that's when kids is all nasty, But I don't think I ever had that either, to be honest. That shit is gross. I saw a thing on fucking TikTok with somebody's head was infested with it. Thinking about it right now, it's just fucking making me nauseous. Ugh.
Yeah, let's stay away from rodents, bugs, and all that stuff on the show. I think that's gonna be a hard pass for us.
Yesterday, dude, it's so horrible after the midnight show when I gotta walk to my car. I ain't even gonna lie, dog. It's crazy because I've been in hoods where I've been walking alone in hoods and I don't give a shit. The rats I don't like. They got me jumpy, dude. I'm walking in the middle of the street. I won't even walk on the sidewalks, man. They pop out.
It's because of all that trash that's fucking laying out, right?
All the trash and all those outdoor eating bullshits. Because they're all living under there, man. They're living under those things. They're throwing parties, man.
Dog, stop, please, bro.
They are throwing. It's like dirty dancing under that bitch, dude. It's like dirty dancing. You look under there and shit. You see like one rat with 2 little watermelons. And everyone's like, they're in grinding and shit. They're all getting busy.
They got a full band up front playing the swing music.
Yeah, dude. They got one rat that looks like Patrick Swayze and shit. And what about that fucking movie, yo? I seen that movie not too long ago. Classic. Not gonna lie, it's one of those movies that surprised me back in the day. And when that movie first came out, the truth of the matter is when that movie first came out, that Dirty Dancing shit took off. The clubs were the shit. Back then, the school dances, oh my God. In high school, because that shit came out when I was like maybe like sophomore going on to senior.
In high school?
Yeah, and my boy Sal was the DJ, so we used to always do these fucking these like school parties, because back then a DJ had to have like 4 motherfuckers with him just to carry the records and shit and the equipment.
88, it came out. 88.
There you go. 18. The clubs were popping. Everybody was just grinding. That's all it was. It was just like everyone slow grinding. It was dope. you know.
I'm
But
sorry,
if-
87.
Yeah, there
88
you
was
go.
when the TV show came
that
out.
makes more sense. 87 makes more sense because, like I said, I remember being in high school doing like dances and shit like that. But in that movie, that chick is 16.
17.
And he's like 40. That movie is so fucking. You know what sucks about watching old movies that you really liked?
He was 27, if that helps. In real
Oh
life.
my god.
Mhm.
You know what's fucked up about watching old movies that you really like is that a lot of times you go back and you realize this movie was actually really dumb. Or it just like that movie. I didn't know she was 17. I mean, that dude looks so old in that movie, man.
Right.
You know, it's like, because even in the movie, he has to be older than her. He's working there, so he's not 17. That motherfucker got to be at least 20 or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. But I just find it crazy. Like the whole thing also, like when the chick gets pregnant and they have to find someone to dance. Why did they pick the only chick in the house that didn't know how to dance? Not for nothing. When she walked in and they showed all those people dancing, they were all better. They were all better than the person who was the main character.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you pick this chick other than for pedophilic reasons? Would you pick the 17-year-old over all the other chicks in the room that could dance?
Well, and the girl, it was based on her life, the screenwriter.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
I'm reading it right now, dude.
I know. I'm saying she's a liar. I'm saying she's a fucking liar. Based on her life, how? She once went to sleepaway camp? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that based in your life? Are you trying to say that you went to some rich fucking place and
Dirty
found a
Dancing
bunch-
is based in large part on screenwriters Eleanor Bergstein's own childhood. She's the younger daughter of a Jewish doctor from New York and spent summers with her family in the Catskills, where she participated in Dirty Dancing competitions. She was also nicknamed Baby herself as a girl. In 1980, she wrote a screenplay for Michael Douglas's film, It's My Turn. However, the producers cut an erotic dancing scene from the script, prompting her to conceive a new story that took inspiration from her youth dance competitions. They set the film in 1963, based on the stories of Michael Terrace, a dance instructor whom Bergstein met in the Catskills in 85 while she was researching the story. Oh, okay.
Whatever. But Michelle said something about Greece. She said that all the people back then when they're 30, bring up that comment from Michelle. Everyone in Greece was in their 30s, not the. Oh yeah, dude. In Greece, when you like back then when you watched it, you were like, "Wow, this is great." I watched that shit now, and I'm like, "How are these kids in high school?" Fucking what's her name? Rizzo. Rizzo looks like she already went through 2 divorces. You know what I'm saying? And is currently in an abusive relationship. That's what it looks like she's been through.
And they all smoke in that movie too, right? They're all smoking.
I mean, I was in high school smoking, so I don't even.
I know, but I'm just saying they look like they've all been smoking for a while.
For years.
You know? Yeah.
They all look so old. Kaniki is already a creepy old man, and he's playing a teenager. That shit was fucking hysterical, dude. But
great movie. Fantastic.
Great fucking movie, dog. My favorite song. What's your favorite song from the movie?
Grease lightning, go Grease lightning.
Really? Nah, man. The best song. The best song and the best scene in the whole movie is Rizzo singing "There Are Worse Things I Can Do." That is by far the best song on the album. There are worse things I can do. And she was a beast. She was a beast. But it's insane.
Then go with the boy or two. Even though
we'll get shut down if we play anymore.
Yeah. That's the best scene in the movie, man. And that song is amazing.
Yep.
You know, I'm a sucker for fucking dope ass songs like that, man. You know, but yeah, they all look like they've been through some shit, especially the T-Birds. That fat dude, yo, it's crazy. But now they're redoing like a Grease thing with the Pinky, the Pinks, whatever the fucking chicks' names were. What were they again? It was the T-Birds and Pink Ladies.
The Pink
Is that what they-
Ladies. The Pink Ladies.
It's ridiculous. They're doing like something called the Pink Ladies on TV now.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Could you bring it up? The remake of it? Let's see if we can get a picture of this, man. Look how old he looks, man. This kid's supposed to be in high school. You know, he looks like he's been taking care of his parents all his life if he's in high school.
Rise of the Pink Ladies.
Rise of the Pink Ladies.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, yeah.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Thank you for the best summer of my short life.
And welcome to the 1954 to 55 school year.
Livia, save your seat on my
Hard.
lap.
Sure to be our greatest year at Rydell yet.
Do you promise Troy and Bill we'd eat lunch with them today?
Mhm.
To end the divisions among us
I want to be a T-bird.
and become a truly united Rydell.
He told me exactly what you did to get that jacket.
It's not as bad as it seems. These things blow over.
Maybe for you. There are a lot of kids in Rydell who are sick of feeling like they're not welcome here.
Oh my
what it
God.
feels like to not be like the others.
Oh,
Babe,
stop
really
it. Stop
change
it. I
things.
just can't.
Everyone already thinks we're such
I
bad
can't no more.
girls.
Watch
I
out,
can't.
fellas. It's a girl game.
We're not girls, we're ladies.
The pink ladies.
Oh my God. Please end it.
We're
End
gonna
the
need some
torture for me.
jackets. The pink lady pledge is
You're not
to
gonna end it,
act
are you?
cool,
You're gonna watch. You're
to
gonna
look cool, and to be
Okay, so we got a white chick, we got a black chick, we got a Spanish chick, and we got a chick that looks like a boy. That's who we're in the Pink
That's a
Ladies.
great representation of the 1950s. That is a great representation.
lady pledge is
White nerdy girl.
to act
Oh, Spanish? Maybe a little.
Maybe, I
she
don't
kinda
know, a
Black?
little
Is she black
ambiguous.
or Spanish? She looks
A little
Spanish. to me.
ambiguous. You know,
It's cool.
perfect. We don't know.
Yeah,
It's
And
perfect.
the Asian.
Of
But what
course.
kind of Asian? We're not exactly sure. She could be Korean. She could be Chinese. She's a little ambiguous Asian, also, right?
Yeah, Asian
And
American.
then, and then, hey, what's his
Hey.
name? I'm sorry, I don't know what his name is.
You mean
What is
their
it?
name?
Oh, I'm.
to be cool till death.
He's like, oh my god, he's so hot.
Oh
his
my
heart.
God, yeah.
Think pink.
Oh,
World changing
Soundtrack
boys.
sound.
wait a minute. Was that a
Fire.
black principal?
Maybe
Old
sometimes
school.
you gotta be bad to do good.
Oh God. I don't like it being recreated. They need a new storyline. First of all, I hate when they recreate classics. But not only did they remake it, yo, they made it woke. They made Grease woke. Yeah, because in the 50s, they had Asians and blacks in the same gangs with the whites.
In the
That's
same
just how it was in
schools,
the
in the same schools.
Yeah, and the women were like, you know, I want to join the dude gang. I want to be a T-bird. That is fucking insane. And how many ambiguous motherfuckers were even running around in the 50s? In the 50s, we knew what you were.
In the
probably
50s,
I would have been a better racist in the 50s.
And let's be
because then
clear,
you could-
maybe the 50s weren't great for everybody, right?
no, they definitely weren't great for everybody at all. But stop
And
trying to
they
make
were,
it look
they,
like
they were actually they were only good for one person, white men. And I'll say that. That's fine. I'll bring that out there. It's pretty much it was a great country for us at that point.
Listen,
You know?
hold on a second though, man. Yeah, well, listen, I'm not even gonna get deep into that, man. I'm not gonna get deep into that. But I'm just saying.
I just don't want to seem bigoted here, bro. I don't want people to take this out of context.
No, it's just look, you're doing a movie from the 50s. It's supposed to take place in the 50s. And
Yes,
the thing,
that's
it recreates
exactly
history.
it. Yes, that's exactly it.
They're
Yes,
erasing
yes.
the fucking history. They
Sure.
want people to think that everyone always got along. You know what I'm saying? And what's wrong with the fact that everyone didn't get along and we get along now? That's called progress. What's wrong with showing progress? Because the reality is, if that's how it always was, then what's the progress?
Yeah, 30 years ago, I could never have done the show with you, bro. No way.
It's because I'm straight, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised your community lets you do the show with me now. Do you have to ask their permission?
I just do it under a pseudonym.
Who did you call? The L, the B, the G, or the T? Who did you call to get permission to perform with me right now? To hang out with me?
Man, I just, I don't like people being mean to anybody, dude. And
dude, that shit right there has got it. Actually, they skipped the segregation part.
Oh, sorry, I missed the comment from him too.
What the ham sandwich is this? Yo, but the reality is that shit literally changed my whole, like, just watching that gave me a little bit of a headache before he went into the army. Yeah, that just literally, it just gave me a little bit of a headache.
We talked about this before, man. I think what they're trying to do, and I don't know who they is, but I think
I know who they are.
Them.
Ah.
I think they want to erase the differences we have between us, which honestly makes us unique, and it's what makes life interesting. I like having friends of different nationalities. I like having friends of different gender. I like having friends with different sexual deviances, just like yourself.
See, and that's the funny thing. When you say you like having friends of different gender, you mean you like having friends who are girls?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's keep that straight. All right. Let's keep that fucking real. And here's the thing: people go, "Oh, gender and sex are two different things. Sex is male and female. Gender could be whatever it is." No, gender and sex both coincide. What you people are talking about is sexual preference, which could be anything you want it to be. That's what you're talking about. You're not talking about sex. You're talking about sexual preference. You understand what I'm saying?
I think we need to bring somebody in from the LGBTQ community. It
Who
is
would
Pride
talk
Month.
to us?
I don't know, dude. I feel like there's somebody we could have a rational discussion with.
No one could have a rational discussion about this, dude, because there is no argument on the other side.
Well, it doesn't need to be an argument. Maybe we can bridge some understanding.
I would love to bring someone in to try to convince me that I'm just stuck in my ways and I'm just a foolish man.
Well, not even about being convinced, but just
whatever.
There
is no rational argument. We would bring someone on here and all they would do is scream at me and call me a fascist and a homophobe.
Where's Pete, bro? When we get
and
Pete
a
on the
transphobe.
show, dog.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate when they do that too. Homophobic, transphobic. Phobic means you're scared. It's a fear. What the fuck am I afraid of? You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know.
What the fuck am
What
I
are
scared
you?
of?
That's a great question. What are you afraid of, Gary?
Water bugs and big bodies of ocean, big bodies of water.
Okay.
Those are my two fears. And I also don't like parking lots at night. I don't like open areas at night.
Right.
I don't know why.
You're from the city. That might go back to something in your youth. Do you feel abandoned, Gary? Do you ever feel like you're walking around without anybody to come close to you and hold you tight? Is that how you feel?
I feel just like the chick in the Pink Ladies Rising. I feel like they felt in the 50s. Instead of erasing, we should teach love and acceptance and encourage mental health being utilized. Stormy, you're 100% right. Yeah, the mental health thing is a big issue, man. My daughter would tell you, but she is shy. We just marched in Asbury Park Pride Parade. What are y'all proud of? I said it before.
And here's the thing, though.
I was once with a chick. I shared this with Brian. I was once with a chick who lasered her asshole. It was the most beautiful and smoothest asshole I've ever seen in all my life. But I wasn't proud of her. I didn't want to hoist her on my shoulders and spread her cheeks and march down 42nd Street for the world to see. What is it that, because when you say proud, you say, I'm proud. Proud of what? I'm not. Let me tell you something. I'm proud of a lot of things, but I'm not proud of the fact that I fuck women. Doesn't make me proud that I fuck women. That's what I do. Why should I be proud of that? That's all I'm saying. I love my gay people, man. Do not get me wrong. And I think my actual, real, true, gay people that ain't all with this bullshit understand where I'm coming from. It's like, what the hell are we proud of? I'm not proud. I've been with a lot of hot chicks. I'm not proud of them.
Oh, dude, this podcast is gonna be great taken out of context in 5 years.
I'm just saying, I'm not proud of them. I've been with a lot of beautiful women. I'm not proud of them because they're beautiful women. Who gives a shit? So you like banging butts, or you like, diving it. So that's your thing. Cool. I'm cool with that. I don't necessarily need to know. You know what I'm saying? Since when did me needing to know who you're fucking or what you're doing matters to anyone other than you? They are dying for being themselves. Who's dying for being themselves? I'm proud after I smashed. I'm grateful. Anytime I smash, I'm grateful. I'm like, oh, gee, thank you for letting me for letting me do things to you.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that anyone would even let me touch them. But, like they keep saying that they're dying. Who's dying? Where is this thing where people are running around killing people from
now
dying?
let's
Everyone's dying.
Pause for a moment. But back in the 50s, for sure, there were people that were beaten, right? Correct.
Yes,
and honestly, that is where the root of these parades and the movement and the cause comes from, which we both said that we're for.
So here's my question. If it's about history and it's about the struggle that they've been through, right? Then why is it all just wiggling asses and nipple clamps and all this debauchery? Where is the history? No, who's being killed for being gay or transgender? Look that up. Look at the stats on that, man. Do something to find a stat on that, because they throw that all the time. Who's killing transgenders? Who's doing this? This ain't 1965.
Hold on. Let's look up the.
Come on, man. I'm not buying it. I'm just not, because there's nothing. They say that all the time, but where are the headlines? Self, what's up, my brother? It's always great when you're around. Where are the headlines? Where are the stories? Where are these people? You're in San Francisco. It should be going on like crazy out there. There's so many. Like where are the headlines on this? I don't buy it. Just because people say it doesn't make it true. And I know that because I say a lot of things that aren't true. Just because they say it doesn't make it true. No one is dying. I'm not saying people don't get killed, but I don't think it's such a high thing like they're saying. I just don't see it. I've never been in a situation.
There's a couple of recent things that I remember, but this is just from 2020 to 2022. Shot and killed by Tallahassee police. A writer, transgender activist attacked on the train. Assaulted. Assault. There was that mass shooting in that club in Orlando. I believe it was pretty recently.
Hold on a second. You're going kind of fast because I got to read these stories. Like,
do you want to read all of them?
At least a couple of them was attacked by.
Let's go to the most recent ones. Let's go to the most recent ones. All right. We'll read the most recent ones. This is from 2022. February 17, 2022. A 6-year-old gay man was tied up and assaulted with a wrench by Ethan Dickerson, his neighbor. Dickerson cited the victim's sexuality for the assault. A 22-year-old man was attacked while riding in New York City subway. The suspect repeatedly spat on the victim and began to assault them. James Garcia, a gay man, was attacked while walking.
All right, hold on a second.
Yeah.
That second one you read, the first one, first of all, he knew the attacker. So that's not some random shit. And I think it's a lot more than just that. Okay. He knew the attacker. The second one, my daughter's friend was killed. I'm not saying people don't get killed, but what's the reason? You know what I'm saying?
Well, dude,
regular people are getting killed.
There's the Colorado Springs.
The dude who got spit on. Hold on a second. Hold on. The one who got spit on. That happens to people all the time on the trains. People just get assaulted on the trains. Nowhere does it say they were calling them this or calling them that. You know, it's ridiculous. And here's the thing. Like, let's look at the shooting over there when they shot up that Christian school. And they talked about 6, 7 people were victims because one of the victims was the shooter. Since when is the shooter the victim?
Fine, different argument though. Different.
I'm just saying you could throw these around any way you want. You can make them sound any way you want, right? And I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Of course, shit like that happens. There's ignorant people out there. I feel like gender confusion is a thing. I believe no matter if someone believes transgender is real or not, being confused about your gender is never addressed the right way. You're right. People are confused. It's called gender dysphoria. There is a name for it. It's the only thing that if a person suffers from it, we give into it. If a person suffers from anorexia and they go to their doctor and say, I just keep getting fatter and fatter, and they weigh 70 pounds, is the doctor going to say to them, well, you know that 1 bean and 1 grain of rice diet that you're on? Stop taking the bean and maybe you'll lose some weight. No, they're going to tell them you're bugging out. You know what I'm saying? You weigh 60 pounds, dog. You're not overweight. You need to eat. They're not going to sit there and affirm that. Yeah, you are fat. No, you're not. You're 60 pounds. These doctors are taking advantage of people with real mental conditions. That's what they're doing. You know, and listen, anyone who knows me knows that I got no problem with trans people, yo. You know what I'm saying? I got no problem with them whatsoever. And even like you look at what they're talking about now, how they're trying to get rid of this. They're trying to get rid of that. They're trying to get rid of them doing the shit in schools to kids. That's what they're doing. No one is going after anybody who is over 18 and can make decisions. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's addressed as a hate crime, why would it matter if you're gay or straight? Hate crime is bullshit. Show me a love crime. All crime is hate crime. You understand what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a love crime.
Yeah, do you think it? So does it? I mean, that's actually a very fair point. Is
they put these tags on shit, man, to make things
emotional? That makes it emotional, is what it does. Is it gives emotion to the reason behind it to then charge higher? You know.
Listen, man. No one cares. I'm not saying there ain't some people.
There is also
I'm not saying that there isn't ignorance.
Also, not in the U.S. There has been state-sanctioned genocide of gay and trans people abroad. You know, Russia, China, like all. You know, there has been a lot of that overseas, way more than here. You know, in the Holocaust, they decimated, you know, anybody who's gay also.
Well, how many babies did we kill in America? When we looked on the last episode, what was it?
But that's not.
330,000.
But that's not an answer to that.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, people get killed. But you know, whatever. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. Whatever's going on overseas or in other countries, am I wrong to say I don't get like at this particular moment I don't give a fuck? Is that wrong to say?
I think you're suffering from hypermasculinity.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, all right. Oh, nah, man. Listen, I am. I'm full. Listen, I am. Iran claims to have no gays.
It's like Kim Jong-un claiming he doesn't shit, bro. It's like everybody shits. What do you not have art? Is there one musician in Iran? Okay, if there's a couple musicians, you got some gays in there. I'm sorry to tell you. You know, do you have any beautiful architecture or paintings? You got some
designs
gays.
Your clothes.
Yeah. What, you know?
The one who wants to add color.
Yeah.
The one who keeps saying, must it always be black? Can't we do a little beige?
What about a little pink in fluorescent?
And listen, I love my gay people. Let me make that very fucking clear, man. I do not care what you do. Who you decide to sleep with matters not to me. I care about your character. If you're a good person and you're a cool person and you got love in your heart, then man, I got love. And listen, even if you're a sucky person, I still got love for you, man. May you find God and learn to love. I got no beef with nobody. I'm not a phobic of anybody. I love women who love women. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care, you know, but at the end of the day, who's being like What laws are there prohibiting someone from doing something because of who they sleep with? The fight has been made. It's not 1960 anymore. It's not 1970. It's not even the 80s, baby. Get over it. No one is oppressed anymore, man.
Well, so
the oppression
there's
comes in your own mind. That's where it comes, in your own fucking mind. No one is oppressed anymore, man. The laws are not, you know, if you work hard and you do what you got to do, you can get what you got to get. You can fuck whoever you want to fuck. No one's going to say nothing to you. No one. You know, the fact of the matter is, if you're up there and you get, I got fired because of my sexual preference. And that's what it is. It's a sexual preference. It's who you decide to sleep with. And I'm not saying you could decide to say, I want to sleep with guys. No, if you're gay, you're probably born gay. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a sexual preference, a hate crime, typically one involving violence that is motivated by prejudice on the basis of ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, or similar grounds. I've seen love crimes too in law enforcement work. I know what the definition of it is, but what I'm saying is it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Hate crimes. If you're murdering someone, there's hate behind it.
Well, there's also, you remember Harvey Milk? He was Harvey Milk was the first openly gay person to be elected to public office in the U.S. in the 70s in San Francisco. He was, you know, some city supervisor position, but he got assassinated. He got murdered.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not trying to say that I'm not trying to say that.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
You know, like people,
I think the bigger problem you have, dude, is with the organization and these movements.
Of course, I don't have a problem with the people. I have a problem with the organization.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like anytime, listen, what community?
Yeah.
When they talk about the gay community, now they're saying the what's the new thing I heard the other day? It's not even, they didn't even say the gay community. They said something else. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? What are there meetings on Monday? Like, what are we talking about here, man?
Yeah.
My community, I look outside. That's my community. I don't know if you know that, but where you live and the people around you, that's your fucking community.
Mm-hmm.
That's your community. What are you talking about? We're changing words and meanings of words. What the fuck are you talking about? My community is filled with all kinds of different people when I look out this fucking window. I got whites, blacks, Asians. Some of them is gay. Some of them is straight. I wouldn't know, and I don't care. It's not because I'm offended by what they do. It's that I don't care what you do. That doesn't include me. What the fuck do I care? I don't even like when people are in clubs putting up, oh, look where I'm at, having good fun. You're on vacation. Enjoy your fucking vacation. Why do I got to see you having fun?
Post when you get home.
I don't care.
It's also dangerous too, you know? Let people know you're out of the house and shit.
It's just fucking, it's all just dumb.
I meant to tell you this.
You understand what I'm saying? Dumb.
Yes. I meant to
the
tell you this.
whole month of this getting crammed down my throat. I get it. I get it. You don't want to have babies naturally. You want to fucking have your parents upset. You want to end your bloodline. I get it. Do it. I don't care. What the fuck? Why you got to keep ramming it down people's throats? And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the agenda. I'm talking about these fucking activists that are out there.
Well, so that brings up a thing, and I think I sent it to you.
And you want to know what's so funny is if a person's straight and they wear a shirt saying, I'm straight and I'm proud, that person, all of a sudden, people would have a problem with that person. Why? Why? Why would we have a problem with that person? But guaranteed that person did have a problem with that person. You know? Come on, man. It's fucking ridiculous. I've never met less accepting people than the people who try to cram acceptance down our fucking face. I've never met a less accepting group of people than the people who try to cram acceptance down our face. Kiss the tip of my fucking dick hole, you fuckers. I'm not going to last long.
No.
My career ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so first two things is I discovered something before called the Consumer Equality Index. And also I forgot to tell you, I have to bounce in 10 minutes. I have a meeting that I have to go to. I'm very, very sorry. I should have told you that before the episode, but I forgot to mention it. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I know. See how disappointed he is in me? I'm very sorry. I meant to tell you that before we started, but I forgot. And now I realize that it's almost the time for me to go. Yeah, see, he's hating, and I'm very sorry. And I'm actually going to give myself one of these because there's a big mess up on my part, especially when we're in this good flow.
I was just about to get into how I thought they were going to assassinate Trump. I was just about to get into the whole rabbit hole of how I thought, how they were going to assassinate Trump.
Dude, do you want to just keep going without me while I do the call?
Man? Fucker, man.
You can carry on.
This fucker, man, right here. How would I see?
What are you reading?
I was reading the comments, but yeah, man, I'm just saying, dog. Listen, I know it doesn't sound like it, but I really do have love for everybody. I choose to treat people on an individual, case by case basis. You know what I'm saying? Brian, you just asked for him to be mean.
That's because I feel bad. I fucked up.
It's what Brian does.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when you don't pay the people that you work with. They just feel like they can do whatever they want. They don't feel obligated to be there.
The meeting's for money. That's why I have to do it.
Yes, you know that the love of money, right, is the beginning, is the root of all evil.
Well, I love the money. I do love the money. I don't love the money. I need the money.
I love the dough. Gotta let it show. But what I can say, yeah, I got love for individuals, man. And that's really where I'm coming from. That's an individual thing, man. Just be a good fucking person to the people around you. And if people are dicks to you, you wipe your feet off at them, boom, 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 and keep it moving. Brush it off your shoulder, keep it moving. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. But I'm just tired of them cramming it down my throat. You know what I'm saying? And they took June, which is my month. Fuck you. It's my month. This month has been mine for 52 years, probably going to go to 43 next week. I mean, 50, yeah, probably going to be 53 next week, whatever. But why you get my month? Take a month that nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
And cram that shit down people's tiny holes. Don't cram it down mine. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't care what you do. And that's the thing. People have to stop caring. And the thing you were talking about, that index thing, is how the companies all have to hit.
It's a corporate equality index, which is basically like the company's public perception. And what these companies and large scale investment companies use this stuff to decide who they're going to have in power, because that is the trajectory of how their company looks to the public, which equates to how they make money. So all this stuff that we see now, it isn't necessarily any sort of agenda, in my personal opinion, other than making money, right? That's why they're doing it, because they think it's going to be most profitable to them. And I think that's the most important thing to keep in mind, right? All this stuff, you need to turn out the noise and follow the fucking cash, because that's really what matters.
Well, that's what gets me too. You got all these companies putting up these flags everywhere you go. Do you think they fucking care?
No, dude, they don't.
Do you think they honestly fucking care?
No.
They don't. And that's another thing that kills me too. They don't. So look, man, I'm done with it. I agree. I don't work for law enforcement anymore because of the blurred lines, amongst other things related to what you're talking about. Listen, I don't claim to be right, by the way, anyway. I don't want people to think, I know I sound very strong and opinionated. I'm always open to be convinced to think a different way. You know what I'm saying? If someone could actually give me a convincing argument for a whole month of Pride, I would accept a convincing argument. You know what I'm saying? I think we should get some
people on. I'll see if we can find some.
I would accept a convincing argument. Convince me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't claim to be a smart dude. In fact, quite contrary. I know that I'm very ignorant. It's my ignorance that makes me adorable.
It does, dude. You're gorgeous, dude.
Thank you. I didn't get to shave yet. I literally rolled out of bed.
Yeah,
but
you look good though, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Just convince me why we need to parade this shit around. And then also the parade. Think about the parade. If it wasn't the parade and people were doing that in the street, would they get arrested? Would that all be considered indecent exposure? Where else do you see? Can you go to a cop any other day, any other month and twerk on them and film it? And the cop's going to stand there and let you twerk on them?
Well, no. And there's also this race that they do in San Francisco. It's kind of like a bar crawl from, I think it's from The bridges or from the bay to the breakers is what it's called. And it's like a walk that they do from the bay to the ocean. And people used to streak in it. And I said to my fiance, streaking? They streak?
And listen, man, Michelle, you know I love you. You know I love your daughter. And I'm proud of you guys, but not because of whoever you decided. Like, who you sleep with doesn't make me proud of a person.
They're good people.
Being a good person makes me proud of a person. Doing good things makes me proud of a person. Not what they do. Even if you're straight. If my man came up to me and said, I banged 4 chicks last night and I took 45 minutes on each one and stood hard through the whole thing, I'm not going to be like, I'm so proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might be like, so when's your appointment to make sure everything good, dog? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's a little reckless, a little irresponsible.
You know, even if you came up to me and said, yo, dude, I went 6 hours last night with my lady before I even busted my first nut, I'm going to be like, all right, good for you. I'm not going to be like, oh, my God, Brian, I'm so proud of you. Let's throw a parade. Anyway, man. We will be back this weekend, man. I want to thank you guys for hanging out.
This week?
This week?
Yeah, maybe this week.
Oh, maybe this week. All right. Well, look.
This weekend.
If you want to know when we're going on, because you know I'm a comedian and he's Brian, so you know that we're a little all over the place. So hit that little bell. Subscribe. Smash the bell button so you're notified when we're going on again. And, don't keep us a secret, man. You're just playing on this fucking thing. I love you, too. Just hard to explain. Yeah, it's hard to explain because, look, we've been lied to. Not just you, me, and everybody else listening. We've all been lied to. It's all about deciphering the lies from the truth. And when you find the truth, accepting the truth for being true. Until next time, man. I also want to thank XXX Playground, our sponsor. Check them out, XXXplayground.com. Get yourself a beautiful game for you and 7 people you love and start a fist deep train. Love you guys. Until next time, man. Hit the like, subscribe. Check us out. Rated G. Peace.